welcome back to my channel. This is a video on my series Aging. So if you're interested in that series, by all means stay tuned and we'll get to it. And if you're not, click out. Thanks guys. Let's get to it. Today's topic on my series Aging is about menopause. Something that all of us women at some point or another are going to experience. My own personal experiences are what I'm going to be discussing with you guys today. So first off, let me say one thing I've noticed in regards to menopause and my going through it is the lack of enthusiasm I have for getting up and doing daily activities. I seem to be a lot more lethargic. Getting weight off is a heck of a lot harder. The other things that I've noticed about going through menopause is hair growing in places that it never was before. And also losing hair in places that you don't expect, such as your eyebrows, lashes, things like that. Though in those areas where you want your hair to be longer, and the hair on your head where you want everything to be lush and luxurious, it seems to diminish from those places and show up in places that you don't really want, like underneath your nose, growing in weird spots down over here. I mean, you name it, it can happen with menopause and hair. The other thing is with the thinning of the hair, I've noticed that, now when I brush my hair, I shed quite a bit, and my hairline has receded greatly as I've gotten older. My hairline used to be, well, not this far back. Of course the gray, but that's not menopause, that's just age. I really think that some of the problems that I've had with hair loss and hair going in other places is due to the hormones. And there's fact behind this. Hormone levels actually control so much of what goes on with our bodies, how we produce estrogen and things like that, that all affects our outward appearance and even how we feel as people, not just emotionally, but physically. So we are literally going through physiological and emotional changes due to hormone imbalance, and that's what happens with menopause. As we age and our bodies stop producing, well, if you know anything about human chemistry, you know what happens. You understand what the, quote, physiological situation going on is. But people don't really tell you exactly what to expect, and for everybody it's just a little bit different. The other thing that I've noticed is decreased libido. Now, that's fine. To me it's not all about sex, as it were, okay? Not that I dislike it, but I've noticed that I don't have a drive for it as much as I used to when I was younger. Now, this is a touchy subject. Now, I know most married people, as they get older, they complain about their sex life and their drive, and that their women, when they get into, quote, menopause, are not as amorous as they once were prior to. There are things you can take to help assist in that. See your doctor and your physician, see what is available for you, see what you could possibly take that can help you in that area. I myself, I don't take anything. I don't feel a need to take anything. That kind of comes off a little bit wrong. Don't read into that too much, guys. I'm just saying that me personally, I don't take anything. Now, as I continue to finish out this menopause thing, because there's levels, okay, everybody, there's levels. If you don't understand menopause and how it works, it doesn't happen overnight. You don't just stop menstruating overnight, okay? It takes time, and you kind of build up to it, and you notice these changes within yourself and your body. The other thing that I've noticed about menopause that I find, I'm not sure the right wording to use for this, but the emotional changes in myself that I've noticed due to the chemical hormonal changes is that I tend to be a lot more tender-hearted, things bother me a lot easier than they used to when I was younger. There was so many things that I would just, I'd just be like, yeah, whatever, and, middle finger and kind of thing like that, Nowadays, I'm not like that. I am so much more in tune to making sure that I'm not upsetting any other individuals, that if they have upset me, I usually don't point that out. I just kind of try to let it slide and protect myself a little bit more for future situations. However, I think that is true for a lot of us women. I think as we go through menopause and reach that peak, okay, we find ourselves emotionally changed individuals. I think our men will agree with that. Any men that that are married to women that have went through menopause or are going through menopause, guaranteed they're going to tell you that they notice a difference in their women. So that's enough for this topic, guys. Let me know what you're going through in your menopausal situation. If there's anything that I touched on that you feel like you're going through it, let me know down below. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks a lot, guys, for tuning in. I appreciate each and every one of you. Mwah. God bless. Love yourselves and be kind to others. Bye now.